Okay, it's an exciting day. Today on Heather's Vlogs, we have a special guest. Who y'all think it is? Come on out, Jeff. Come on, man. Get out here. No, I decided to have him on today because I've been getting a lot of little responses and stuff said on how did I end up with a man like...
What do you mean a man like this? Are you trying to say, like that you're too good for me or something?
Obviously, they think so.
Actually, I've been noticing that too. I've been seeing that a lot too. People like, dude, how do you end up with a girl like Heather? You
Where'd
know,
you find
she's
her
so
at?
cool and you're so geeky and fat and.
You ain't fat, you're soft.
Soft. Oh yeah, that's a nice. This is a nice way of putting it. No, believe it or not, back in the day, I used to actually be kind of sexy. Why are you laughing? You're supposed to back me up on that.
And believe it or not, back in the day, I used to be geeky.
She was.
Roles were reversed.
Heather was actually a nerd. I'm not lying a lot. I've told people that before, and they do not believe me. Heather was a nerdy girl.
He would like to show pictures, but
yeah, I've thought about it, which I might try to sneak one in on this video.
That's the past, man. Leave it in the past.
But no, Heather wasn't really ever. She never got outdoors. Well, she did with her daddy a little bit, but not to the extent we do now that I have her doing things.
You don't have. It's like you telling me you are making me do this.
No,
you know
no.
I'd rather be outside than in the house.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying I'm making you do stuff. I mean that I introduced you, I guess you would say, to the stuff. And
Yeah, I'm glad you introduced me to jugging.
I know.
I
I could
love
tell
some
you
jugging.
really like jugging. Which, you know, everybody's asking, where's jugging? Where's jugging? We didn't get as much film this year due to the stuff going on with Heather's daddy, but we do have some film. We're going to put it together. It's just I want to put it together right. So give me a little time on that, and I'll get it together right. So it's a good job done. So Heather, how did we meet? Because I've had that question a lot too. Where'd
you
I meet?
find me at? You found me at Walmart parking lot.
Honest to God, true
Walmart
story.
parking lot.
True story. I got Heather from Walmart.
Believe it or not, what's strange is me and Jeff's brother Robbie were friends before I even knew Jeff.
Right.
I went to school with him. And me and a friend of mine hooked up with Robbie and a friend of his, and we all went out. And he had this, what was it?
It was a 72 Mach 1 Mustang. Fastest car I've ever drove in my life. But it was a piece of crap. And he had some car trouble that night. They broke down in the Walmart parking lot. And I was at home with my buddies playing cars. We were playing poker. And Robbie called me and said, man, look, we're stranded down here at Walmart. And we got these two girls with us. And they have to be home by a certain time, man. Could you come and pick them up for us so they won't get in trouble? And when I got there, what was that? What was he had y'all doing? What?
Me and my other girlfriend, we was when Jeff pulled up, I think when you pulled up, right? We was pushing the car through the parking lot while the guys was in the car.
Yeah, they were trying to.
The girls was trying to, push it so he'd crank it, and I don't know why Robbie's lazy ass wasn't out there. You should have known then how Robbie is. Let the girls do it, man.
So I show up. I had a 70 model Chevelle Super Sport at that time, black with white racing stripes. I love that car. I wish I'd have never got rid of it. Anyway, so I pull up in the chick magnet car, and of course, it was instant love for Heather. She just fell in love with me. I don't know if it was the car or me.
Well, you sold the car and I'm still here.
It's true. It's true. Actually, I sold the car, 1 month after we got together, wasn't it? Something like that. It was shortly after, a couple months maybe. But so anyway, Jeff shows up like Superman to the rescue and gave Heather and her friend a ride home. And I took her home. I mean, I was, like I said, she was kind of geeky at the time. So I wasn't really thinking much of it. And I dropped Heather off at her mom's house and went on back to my card game, went back to playing poker. And Heather called me like 15 minutes after being home to check and make sure I got home okay and if I'd heard from Robbie and them.
When I got home, me and my friend walked in the house and my sister was in the house. And I was telling her all about that car and about Jeff. And I was like, yeah, I'm telling y'all now, I will get him. He will be mine.
We, so, you know, after Heather, I dropped her off that night and she called me for like 2 weeks straight. And she was trying to get me to go out with her, and I wouldn't at first, because I kind of thought she was seeing the guy, you know, kind of friend, he was sort of a friend of mine. So I wasn't gonna, you know, step in on his territory or whatever. But she was very persistent. With most things in Heather's life, she's very persistent with things, and she was with me. And 2 months later, we were living together.
Was it 2 months?
Yeah. 2 months later, we were living together.
8 months later, you proposed.
Yeah, and what, 10 months after we first got together, we were married. So, what do you think? Did you pick the right person?
Yes, sir.
You think so? Really? I really, a lot of times I think you're going to leave me because you can do a lot better. You know?
I got you trained.
Oh, you done spent all the time on training me. You know,
Yeah,
it'd be a
why
waste
give
to
you
leave me
away?
now, huh?
You
Yeah,
know,
okay.
if I got somebody new, I'd have to start all over.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know, there's too much time put in this
Time.
project. So that answers the question for all of you that wanted to know how I ended up with Jeff. I think that pretty much sums it up. Be sure to rate it and, you know, leave a comment if you have any, you know, comments to our lovely conversation.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you, Jeffrey, for coming to my vlog today.
It was a pleasure, Heather. It was a pleasure. Really nice place you got going here.
Yeah, it's beautiful,
Yeah.
huh?
Maybe you'll have me back again one day. What do you think?
Maybe. Bye, y'all.